Guess who's cooking in his kitchen? Mr. Surface. And I'm going to take you through some of this commie asynchronous annotation activity. This is something you'll be doing every day, so you definitely want to keep this video close at hand because it's going to come up a lot, maybe even too much. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you should know about writers is they spend a lot of time getting started, which means that the first sentence in their short story, poem, memoir, nonfiction, whatever it is, their first sentence will give you a ton of information about what you're about to read. So spending extra time with that first sentence, giving it a second thought, is going to sort of double your information uptake as you go and proceed through the text. So the first part of your asynchronous annotation key is you need to provide a double picture to go with that first sentence. So without further ado, let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and scroll on down to that first sentence and take a look. This is the story Grounded. Growing up, I really didn't know my grandmother. Well, there's two things going on there. She's growing up, it seems to me, and while she's growing up, she doesn't know her grandmother, which is sad. All right, so that makes me want to get a sad emoji later, but right now I want to get the growing up part and I want to get the grandmother part because I bet that has something to do with this unit as well. So how do I do that? Well, here it goes to image. Okay, and then now that I've got image, I click on the G and it says type your search in the box to find images using Google search. Okay, well, I'm going to type in growing up. Ooh, growing up. Looking at pictures, hey, growing up. Okay, I think I found one that I'm going to use, though none of these really make me particularly excited. I was kind of picturing a timeline in my head, but I'm just going to get these kids at a carnival having a good old time. Ideal? No. All right, so I did that. Now it says click to drop. There it is. And it looks like there's a daughter and a mom enjoying a scramble at the old carnival. All right, little 20th century good time. Then it says, if you recall, double picture. Well, the second double picture I'm going to get is the grandmother, right? So I'm going to click on the image and then click on G again, go in there. And I'm going to type in grandmother. Now, sometimes when I want to find something that just kind of fits cartoonishly and doesn't bring too much specificity with it, I'll type in clip art after it. And clip art has many of its own joys. And you know what? I kind of just really enjoy this cute little picture of a grandmother there. So boom, there she is, right? I'm not going to let her, be on top of the text like that. So I'm going to put the double picture right there. And lo and behold, I have got a completely finished part. Whoopsie daisy. Control Z. I've got a completely finished part. So I'm going to go up here to my annotation checklist. I'm going to go to the drawing and I'm going to put a little check mark next to number 1. Now it says why, how, what questions. So at minimum, I would like at least one question per page. How many? One question per page. So I'm even going to put that in and make sure I put there. One per page. Okay, so let's come up with a question for this. I mean, there's kind of a clear question. And the question that I have is a why question. And my why question is going to go right here on the side. And the why question is going to read, why has her grandmother been so far removed from her growing up? Question mark. Boom. Now I've got that done. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to put a little check mark next to number 2 for now. Obviously, we'll look for more as the story goes on. Okay? Now, use emojis to locate and characterize conflicts. Well. I love a good emoji, and I'm not going to lie about that. So let's go ahead and see what we can do emoji wise. All right, looks like when I click the text box and I click on this, no, that just gives me colors. Hold on, let me find it. So, how do you provide an emoji? Well, you just go ahead and you go like you're about to type a question, right? And you click as if you're going to type, but instead of typing letters, you click on this little face up here and it gives you a bunch of different emojis to choose from. So many emojis. Oh my gosh, right? Me, I think it's a conflict for sure. It's a conflict for sure that she didn't really get a chance to meet her grandmother. So the emoji I think I'm going to use is a sad faced one. Where's that sad faced emoji? Where's my sad emoji? There we are. That's a sad looking emoji. I'm not gonna lie. All right. So we'll see more of those as we go along. There's usually the ones next, the highlighted sections are often going to have conflicts in them too. So you might have another opportunity down here, like driving was her independence. Oh, okay, yes. So I might get where's an emoji that makes her look like independent? Uh, Here we are. Okay, yes. Yeah, with the sunglasses, right? That makes when people wear sunglasses, their coolness factor for me goes up a good solid 500%. So you would find at minimum, let's say, because every story comes with a bunch of conflicts, let's just say 2 conflicts a page, right? Within reason. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Use emojis to locate and characterize conflicts. Characterize means to show the characteristics of, and you do that with the emotions on the face. All right, I'm going to say 2 per page. You can do it. Don't take too much time. Okay, now looks like I went ahead and took care of that. So I'm going to put a little check mark. All right. Insert pictures next to highlighted sentences. Well. We already know how to insert pictures. So I'm going to go down here and look at this highlighted sentence here. The sky was just beginning to darken, blue clouds against a darker blue sky. Soon it would be nighttime. Ooh, twilight, and not the vampire werewolf romance. So I'm going to find images, click on image again. I'm going to click on Google. Sometimes I wish it were called Giggle instead. It would have been a lot more fun to repeat as often as we repeat it if it were Giggle, Giggle, Giggle all the time. But that's a side concern. All right, I'm going to put Twilight. And if I only get back vampires, oh no, here we are. Yeah, that's an actual Twilight. No vampires. I find vampires to be too scary anyway. I don't trust them. I don't like them. I don't like that they live forever. I don't like that they bite you on the neck. None of that stuff really appeals to me. All right. So you would do that for all of them, but just for the sake of your imagination and time, let's just say I put all those pictures right there. Boom. Yes. On it. So insert pictures next to highlighted sentences. Yes. Finally, paste the triangle next to the most important and most climactic paragraph. Well, over the course of the story, we find out that the grandmother's going to move in and they are concerned that she keeps driving her 1960s red Chevy Impala. And that was kind of how she expressed herself in her independence, as you've seen, we've been teasing out. And then the daughter gets grounded and she really wants to go to this party, right? Over the weekend, but she's grounded. So she decides to, against her parents' implicit advice and against their explicit grounding, saying when you're grounded, you're not allowed to leave your home. They say, guess what? Or rather, she says, guess what, grandmom? You can drive me to this party. And of course, that puts them in a dangerous situation and other people on the road. And that slowly begins to dawn on her over the uh, paragraphs 13 through 16. But even more essential to the story is the fact that she never really got a chance to know her grandmother. So finally, um, they come to understand that a trespass has been made, and the granddaughter has really put the grandmother and herself in a dangerous situation. And then the grandmother turns to her granddaughter and says, Regresamos. Shall we turn back? Sure, I replied. I was so relieved I could have cried. Bueno, she said with a nod. She started the car and turned on the radio. It was a song we both knew by heart, but it was clear that Grandma and I could still learn a lot from each other, right? All of that would be the resolution. The climax is, shall we turn back? So I have to insert a triangle. Well, a triangle is a shape. I'm going to get a triangle right here. I'm going to insert triangle. Yes. So I'm going to drag it over there. Or no, I got to make the triangle shape. There we are. And then make it the color of red. Now we'll try. There we are. Okay. There's my triangle. I've got it all set to go. I'm going to put it right next to that climactic paragraph. Oh, no, I'm just creating more triangles. Oh my gosh. You will probably do better than me since you're not 1,000 years old. All right. And I will put the triangle right there. And lo and behold, we have finally made it to the end of our annotations. This is something you'll be doing every day. Every day. Why every day? Because getting a habit of reading closely and looking for these key features in a text are something that as you practice more and more, just like if you practice shooting from a foul line, you'll get better more and more. But if you don't actually shoot the shot every day, if you don't try to put it in the hoop 100 times in a row, you're not going to get better. You're going to have a jump shot that looks like, well, definitely not like mine. I can't remember the last time I missed a shot, but you probably know someone who has missed a jump shot before or a foul shot, and maybe it's because they didn't put up 100 in a row. You know what I mean? So we are practicing every day to get better. That's what you do for sports. And guess what? Your brain is not dissimilar to a muscle, right? You have to do these sort of things every single day of your learning life, or you're gonna be weak, and no one needs that. So I'll take you through this. Um, if you need extra help with Kami or opening it up or opening with Kami, you can always reach out, but please don't tell me in the middle of class. Tell me as soon as that nonsense goes down. All right. Thank you so much.